Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. Beautiful sunny day in California. I thought I'd get some notes and get you guys a video. We're gonna be talking about B of A today, banks. Now we've been covering some banks. Why? Because the Economic Ninja got locked out of one of his banks. And you know, it was a bank that I do business with two businesses. And I have multiple banks just to cover myself in case of these situations. But it's interesting because we have quite a epidemic going on right now, or I believe actually a crisis brewing in the banking sector. And I don't mean to raise alarm bells, but I think people need to realize this. So this is a story out of Yahoo, I believe. I'm gonna post it in the link below. It's a B of A, and this is about their CEO, Brian Moynihan. Moynihan. Who cares how you pronounce it? The facts are, there's problems. And the problem is that they are having a hard time filling seats, keeping people employed, all kinds of issues. Here we go. First off, this is Brian speaking to the World Economic Forum, everybody. He says the impact of the Great Resignation at B of A, essentially what he was entitling it. He said in September, 3% of workers left their jobs in September alone. So it's a huge problem. They're having a really hard time keeping people in their banks. So they're having to close banks. And if you notice from the videos I've just recently done from the bank of me getting locked out, and then I came back the next day to try and do some banking, and even the Brinks truck showed up and they didn't even know that they were closed, right? It says right here that Brian says, the CEO of Bank of America, that he does not believe that this problem is gonna be fixed anytime soon. A couple of things he cited. He said, first off, the Great Resignation started April 1st. People just said, the heck with this, I'm leaving, I'm quitting. A lot of people left their careers early for early retirement. Other people just said, I'm done, I'm just gonna figure something out. And that goes along with what I'm trying to do at the Economic Ninja channel, is to revitalize America's small businesses. And a lot of people on this channel, if you guys are one of them, put it in the comments below. You've left your job because you were tired of how things are being run to start your own company, and I applaud you. So he said, this won't be fixed anytime soon. He cited a couple things. A decline in the U.S. birth rates. It's very, very important. You know, we need people to fill vital jobs. And right now we are seeing a decline in our birth rates. Moynihan raised wages. He said total compensation for expenses for the bank grew approximately 10% in 2021. And he said, you know, he tried to raise wages, and right now the starting wages are averaging nationwide for Bank of America around 44%. Or I'm sorry, 44%, $44,000. See, this is why you need notes, guys. Point being is that there are some issues going on in the banking sector that are a lot bigger. And the sad thing is, I believe this is going to shove us closer and closer into a digital currency. We are seeing the availability of cash in banks becoming less and less every day. This has been going on for years. It's like a slow burn. The problem is, though, we're seeing almost the wick got lit, and it's just taking off like crazy. So a couple things I want to leave you with. What are some things that we can have as far as takeaways from this? Well, you're going to experience more and more banking issues, all right? Because branches are going to start to close. You're going to see, like in my hometown or city, you're going to see our Chase branch close, and then you could have to go a couple towns over to the next one, and then they're going to swap them. I've already talked to one of the branch managers. They said, yeah, we're literally going to close this one, and then you're going to open that one. Then we're going to swap them back and forth. The fact of the matter is, banking is going to get harder and harder. It's also going to get more and more expensive when you're dealing with cash. So one thing I say is definitely have multiple banks. Different types of banks, large banks, smaller regional banks, credit unions, things like that, because you just don't know. Also, if we go into an economic collapse, remember, the FDIC does not just insure any bank account, okay? Usually, and it's been a long time since I went through the rules, essentially it's very few bank accounts that it covers. And don't get that, what I'm saying, mixed up with what happened in 2008, because the federal government had to step in and people didn't realize what was going on and say, we will back it up. The FDIC is good, we're gonna back it up. When in all reality, the FDIC was underfunded and did not have enough money, and that's why the government had to come out and make that official statement. They printed money. But I believe there will be a day where it won't be covered. So what's one thing that you can do? Well, if you have a bunch of money, have it spread out amongst different banks. You don't know which bank's gonna go under. If Cyprus and Greece taught us anything, it taught us that during a crash, they could literally pull off a bail-in and take a percentage of depositors' funds to make that bank solvent. And nobody's gonna riot. That's what's really, really scary and sad about these day and age. But I want to make sure people are protected. So diversify your income over multiple banks. Another thing is you could choose to get out of the system. A lot of people right now, wealthy people, are buying gold, they're buying silver, they're buying land. But when I say land, I'm not talking about a track house. I'm talking about a place where you could actually grow food and actually have something of real wealth, possibly water, things like that. Then they're also going out and buying things like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's the big hot topic, especially right now that it's crashing and I need to go buy some more and I'm busy making videos. That's not financial advice. I'm just an idiot with a bro hawk and a dream. Don't take any financial advice from me. But my point being is this: I think it is extremely important to realize the day and age you're in right now and the dangerous situation we are in with the lack of workers, because we are going to see, I believe, in the year 2022, little industries start popping off and collapsing, and it's going to cause a bigger issue. All right, guys, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.